Hey gang, how's it going? I am a smoothie nut. I make a lot of smoothies, and one of the things that I do for time saving, which I actually teach in my book, The Ultimate Meal Prep Guide to Simplify Clean Eating, one of the things I teach is to make 12 at one time. Today I'm actually doing 24. I'm gonna do 12 on this video, and I'm gonna do a second video with another 12. But I wanted to show you all what a time saver this is. For one, every time anybody tells me why they don't drink smoothies, it's because early in the morning when they're wanting to make something before they head out to work, they don't want to deal with it, you know? So if you have bags in your freezer of all the stuff already in it, and all you got to do is dump it in your blender with the liquid, it's the easiest thing in the world. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 8 Peach Raspberry smoothies and 4 Berry Coconut Smoothies. So I'm going to get 12 done all at once. I didn't even cut the peaches, I didn't cut the avocado, I didn't do any of that, so that we can actually see how long it takes when you start fresh. Now what I do always do ahead of time is I make these little cards. If you're in my monthly meal prep club and it's one of my monthly meal prep recipes, which this one is not, I actually have labels printed out, so I didn't have to take the time to write all this stuff, but I did write it all today. So I'm doing 8 of them, and this is everything that's going in each bag. I also, same thing, if I was doing these as part of the monthly meal prep club, I would have labels already printed out for these, but I wrote on each one the date, which one I'm making, and what liquid needs to go in it, because that's all I need to remember when it's time for me to fix it. So in this case, I put today's date, March 10th, peach raspberry, and 1 cup coconut milk, and that's all I need to know. So I'm going to go, let me tell you, you got to get these baggy racks. They're a huge lifesaver in these things. So the peach raspberry is just 4 ingredients. It's, I'm going to do 1 peach, half a cup of raspberries, 1/8 cup of chia seeds, and then a scoop of collagen. Because all these have collagen, I'm going to wait to do collagen after I've put everything else in there, and then I can just go through and dump it in all 12. The berry coconut is just a cup of berries, a half of an avocado, and collagen, and that's it. Now, one thing I want to tell you about the smoothies that I make these days, not every recipe you see from me is going to be the case, but I'm really trying to build a lot of my smoothies to be in very similar macro range. So none of mine are over 35 grams of net carbs, because a lot of times people go carb heavy on these. None of them are, these are intended to be meal replacement shakes. So they're all going to have at least 12 grams of fiber. They're all going to have at least 20 grams of protein. A lot of times you'll hear me talk about that I don't recommend supplementing with protein, but in these cases, because they're meal replacement, then it makes sense, because I'm not going to get enough protein in my day if I don't add the collagen. So I'll add a grass-fed collagen in that case. If I were just doing this just to have with my day, along with a lot of other meat and eggs and stuff like that, that would be totally different. But today I'm not. So today I'm actually smoothie fasting, which is my next book. I'll tell you all about that one day. All right, so let's get started. I want to see how much time it takes. All right, so it is 3:26 my time. This thing is amazing. This cuts stone fruit, which is what family peaches fall under. It's got the oblong, what do you call it, pit. This one was the only one that was a little mushy, so I was worried about that one. All right, let's see. This one's shaped funny. So yeah, this is a stone fruit cutter as opposed to an apple, or a stone fruit slicer as opposed to an apple slicer, and it's really nice to have if you frequently want to have peaches, plums, things like that in your smoothies, or if you just want to cut them, period. I'm not worried about them being sliced through perfectly. We're going to make an 8 of these. Now, sometimes my smoothies have so many ingredients, which is what my next video is going to be, that it is absolutely necessary to have the larger bags, but these don't have a lot in them, these particular ones. So I add those that were super ripe. Now I'm going to go through some peaches that aren't all that ripe, so they might be a little harder. This time of year is real tough with what you're getting in the store, and unfortunately, this time of year, that's all you're getting is store-bought peaches. They're not in season. I did try and find frozen peaches, and my store didn't have any. I know sometimes you can get them, and that's probably better this time of year. I don't like wasting anything, so you'll see me stripping these the pits. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Oops. So one of the reasons I love smoothies so much, there's a couple of different reasons I can tell you while I'm at this. First of all, they're a great way to get things in your diet that maybe you're not good, certain nutrients in your diet that maybe you're not good at getting, like fiber. Fiber is so key to digestive health, overall general health, to weight loss, and Americans don't get enough in their diet. I can just tell you, your goal every day should be 35 grams. And the standard American diet, you're lucky if you get 10, 11 grams in. So real good way to get sources of fiber. One of these smoothies, I think, yeah, it's the peach one. I'm adding chia seeds for that purpose. I don't always have to. Well, I've got avocado in my berry smoothie, so I don't need to, because that's a really great source of fiber. But also, if you need help getting enough, I'm going to wash my hands while I'm talking. If you need help getting enough spinach in your diet or any kind of greens, you'll see on my next video, if you catch it, that it's really a great way to get greens in your diet. Spinach is a wonderful source of iron. I'm telling y'all, I used to be anemic. I'm not anemic anymore. I let these thaw just because I thought it'd be easier to get in the bag. Sometimes I don't, and that's fine, either way. So, great way to get a good source of fiber and nutrients in your diet if you don't typically eat enough of that. Oh, I'm making a mess. Maybe I shouldn't have thought it. I'm going to have to get into it. Well, I'll just use the mixed berries. I ain't wasting nothing. I'm just going to use some mixed berries in this one, in these last three. And I'll tell you, a lot of times if you follow my recipes, I always tell people, you know, if you're trying to get a certain macro range like what I talk about, you can still not go wrong with like different berries. Raspberries are going to be your highest in fiber. You know what, I'm going to go ahead while I'm at it and go ahead and put the rest of these berries down here since I started on them. I'm probably going to have to get another bag. Whoops. Yep. Let me grab another bag. can put the liquid that you need in the bags, but I don't recommend it because it's not going to thaw right. So if you want to just in a hurry, you know, a little bit of liquid from like lemon juice, like if you're squeezing a lemon into it and stuff like that, is absolutely fine. But it's not going to thaw right if you are in a hurry in the morning trying to get your smoothie done. I'm just going to add a little bit somewhere. There we go, because that's all that's left in that bag. All right, let me get I like to do all the fruits and veggies first before I start adding any of the powders or anything like that, because the powder will just stick to the bag. In fact, my smoothies that have spinach in them or kale, I always put that in first, because then everything literally just sticks to the spinach. And y'all, I cannot tell you enough how this is a huge saver of your avocados. If you start having avocados close to going bad, make up a bunch of smoothies. Put them in the freezer. They'll be perfect. I forgot. I thought this was a quarter of an avocado. We're putting a whole half in. There we go. Another nice tool, avocado tool, so you can just get the pit right out. One of my Pampered Chef things I love. Ta-da! Don't have to struggle to get it out. For anybody that's been following my journey of getting my PhD, I'm in my last phase of research before my dissertation's written with smoothie fasting, and I'm doing it myself with the final test group, because I don't believe in doing anything I won't do, or getting people to do things that I won't do myself. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to get a bunch of these made, because I'm going to tell you, I always tell people, I have a history in my past before I got into this lifestyle and realized how awesome it was. History of yo-yo dieting, of excuse making, all the things. And having these ready eliminates that. It really does. When you have these ready, then you don't have to think, gosh, I don't have time, I don't feel like it, whatever your excuses, they're done. And it takes so much less time per smoothie to make 12 than it does to make one. Because if you're already at it, making one at a time, might as well. Might as well just make 12. All right, let's get these chia seeds in here. So this peach raspberry, we're doing 1/8 cup of chia in each one. I do not skimp on my chia. And if you guys don't like the consistency of chia, it does come in ground, or if you want to save money, you can grind your own. It doesn't bother me. I put chia in so much stuff. Not crazy about it getting in my teeth, but that's about my only complaint about it. All right. Now, time for the collagen. Each one of these is getting 1 scoop. Another thing that smoothies are good for, they can really help lower your cortisol levels. If you start your day off not stressing your body out about having to digest a bunch of food, obviously it has to digest this, but you've already done a lot of the work for it in the blender. So you actually, that's one of the strategies to help reduce your cortisol level, is to start your day with smoothies. It works beautifully. Also helps hormone imbalances, because one of the biggest causes of hormone imbalances is having your cortisol levels out of whack. So, all right. So I will have all of these with the, let's see here, what time is it? Yep. Took us 12 minutes to get all of these done, and 12 minutes, 12 smoothies. That's not bad, y'all. So I hope this inspires you to want to make up a bunch next time, throw them in your freezer, have them ready, and then you'll be all set for your healthy lifestyle, for you to have a healthy smoothie. It says on here, 1 cup of coconut milk, so I know when I'm ready to make it, that's all I need. All right, y'all have an amazing day. Mwah!